Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is a completely unplanned video, and trust me guys, I have never literally planned to shoot this video, but yes, here it is. So yeah, let's get started. There is a myth which exists in the internet that silicone does clog your pore, and here I am with the video to show you guys that I have used two such sunscreen with loaded silicones. And yes, the first one being the Lash one, which did clog up my pores and which I continued using, and I have even recommended to you not to use the sunscreen because it does clog your pores. If you have normal, unclogged and not an acne prone skin, then you can obviously go for this. This is a very good tested sunscreen. I have confirmed from them and it is tested. Now the second sunscreen, which I was not actually quite comfortable starting off, is the FACEGAURD T-Bucks SPF 50+ sunscreen. And yes, trust me guys, it didn't clog my pores. First of all, let's get through the ingredient list, and yes, I will say you why I highly think very high about this particular sunscreen. So in the given slide, I have mentioned the ingredient list number on the left hand side and the common name on the right hand side. So the first ingredient was Tinosorb S, the second ingredient is Oxynex ST, the fourth being Octinoxid, the sixth being Uvinyl A+, the seventh being titanium dioxide, and the ninth being Uvasorb S. You could pause the video over here to go through each of the ingredient list, but I can tell you that this sunscreen contains the best sunscreen agents and the most photostable ones. Moreover, this sunscreen gives UVA and UVB a broad spectrum coverage. Over Lash Shield, it has most photostable filters such as Tinosorb S, Uvasorb Heb, Uvinyl A+. Apart from that, it has titanium dioxide, and this doesn't contain any oil, so there is no point of clogging your pores. So obviously I would always prefer this sunscreen because it has PA rating and also a SPF rating of 50+. Actually, when I got this sunscreen in January, it was lying on my shelf because after Lash Shield I was not actually willing to go for a silicone based sunscreen because I had a feeling that silicone clogs up the pores. Now I did came across the sunscreen through an Instagram page of Dr. Manasi, I guess. I will link her Instagram account below. This doesn't have any oil whatsoever, and this is an oilless sunscreen. However, it is a silicone based sunscreen, gives a very smoother finish, and it doesn't give any white cast. It does give a white cast feeling in the starting, but eventually it goes off and actually your skin feels much smoother after application. This is actually quite expensive considering the amount of sunscreen which you get for this pack. It is quite expensive. It has a fragrance and the fragrance resonates with that of Borolin. So yeah, you might feel a bit uncomfortable if you're using it, and if you're not used to fragrance, I'm sorry, but I really like this sunscreen a lot. It didn't give me any irritation whatsoever. I absolutely loved it. I just reapplied it once while I went outside, and I was in the field actually one day because of some work, and I had to stand in the sun for quite a long time, and I felt like this gave me ultimate protection. And the main thing I am concerned about for sunscreen is their composition, and yes, I did go through the composition. I did investigate a lot before coming up with this video, so I think this is the one which I would absolutely recommend, even though it is very expensive considering the amount. But I think if you reapply even once or twice while you have gone out, I think that would suffice. If you're staying in the sun for a long time, this would actually protect your skin from the harsh ultraviolet rays. And more than UVB, actually I'm more concerned about UVA, because UVA does go inside deep into your skin and does harm the inner layers of your skin, and that is why this has given enough UVA protection in its ingredient list, and that's why I was really glad that I found this sunscreen. Every skin type can go for this sunscreen because this is an oilless product. I think even oil acne prone people might go for this product, but I am sure it will work completely fine with normal dry combination skin type. Even oily skin types can try out because it doesn't have any oil whatsoever. It has silicone, but it doesn't have any oil. a sunscreen hoarder. I am not getting a lot of skincare products nowadays, and I will tell about that in the next video. And I will also recommend you to invest less in skincare. I mean, you really don't need to invest so much in skincare and so many serums and all, and I will talk about that in the next video. But yes, I am pretty excited that I do love sunscreen, and it has really showed the effect on my face. I have told you repeatedly to use a sunscreen, and yes, sunscreen is the most important thing you can do for your skin. It is the most important thing no matter what. Even if you are looking for pores, if you are looking out for uneven texture, if you are looking out for acne, pimples, aging, dark spot, pigmentation, independent of your skin condition, a sunscreen will help. I am sure about it. Just you have to use sunscreen properly. You have to use quite a lot of sunscreen so as to cover your face. I think in my earlier days I used to use less amount of sunscreen. That is why I think I had an uneven texture. But anyways, I will talk about that in the next video. As of now, I think yes, this is the sunscreen I absolutely loved. Trying out a new sunscreen, and this is the Sunmade SPF 30+. This has boot rating, and it has a boot rating of 5+, and that's why I got the sunscreen. This is meant for oily, acne prone skin, and that's why I wanted to really help some of you who are having oily, acne prone skin, and that's why I purchased this, even though I have a combination skin. But yes, I have an acne prone skin, but it is not oily, it is more towards combination. Sometimes it gets dry and sometimes it gets oily, and yes, but still I'll be testing out, and stay tuned for that video. And I hope this video will be useful for you. And yes, please do subscribe to my channel if you have stayed until this point. See you in my next video.